Hi everybody, it's Lisa, and I am doing another page in my December creative journal. I am way behind on all of my videos, and I apologize for that, being sick and everything. But today is December 17th, and I want to make a Christmas tree. So this is Happy Planner notebook paper, came from like a Valentine's book. That's why it's got red dots and the red center. So I want to make a tree in the middle. So those are my middle two pages. And what I want to make a tree out of is this. This is, well, with the exception of a few over in the corner here. This is Christmas Deco tape. And I got most of it at Dollar Tree. And I have way too much of it. Is this Deco tape or is this washi tape? Oh, that's washi tape. But yeah, this is all Deco tape. So I want to use it up. And the best, well, maybe not the best, but my idea is to use it to make a Christmas tree. So you've seen this washi tape of mine. It's also Deco tape. And I am just going to, I want to cut a straighter line there. And I'm going to start by making a tree trunk. Now the tree trunk should go up and down. So I don't know how big I want to make the tree trunk, but these pieces are going to be taped together. Okay, so that is crooked already. Okay, so we're gonna do I guess 3 pieces of this. Yep. This Deco tape has a line. I find a lot of them will have this line that goes through it. I think that might be too wide a trunk. So maybe I go with some half pieces. I have a piece left over from another page that I was doing. So I'm just gonna cut it in half and add it in. Now the fun thing about Deco tape is that I can change my mind and take pieces off after if I want to. So that's a pretty big trunk. Okay, so now what should I start with? Here, I've got this red berries. So there's a couple things I can do here. I can make this whole piece a tree, or I could leave like white edges across it. And right off the bat, I think I'm going to go right off the bat like this. Go wide. I'm gonna go fairly wide. I didn't go all the way across, but okay, so once I used one, I want to put it aside. So we have some green. Looks like I have a lot of ornament ones, which I suppose is okay. You don't really want the white line in between. And maybe a white one. That's upside down, isn't it? Okay, so I'll just rip that off. Gotta make sure you smooth it out. Okay. Now some white. Okay, maybe a blue snowman. Okay, another red. I've got these little red animals. They're kind of snow globe-like. This piece of washi, or this washi tape here is not cut right. There's a big red line across the top. I hate when that happens. Okay, so another green. Oh, I've got some green presents. Oh, that's not quite straight. These aren't actually going straight. Yikes, this one's already touching that line. Okay, so the fun thing about the one before that, it didn't, oh, my dots aren't lined up straight either. When I go across here, see they're lined up fairly straight. The holes are lined up fairly straight, but the dots aren't. They're off a bit too. So I'll just have to keep trying to eyeball it straight. Okay, I think there's a lighter blue. Oh, here, let's put in the polka dots. This technically, I guess, doesn't have to be for Christmas, though it is Christmas tape. Oh, this one seems thicker too. I don't want any white showing underneath. Okay, let's go with this red hot chocolatey one. Actually, you know what? This blue, or the polka dot one, seems to be a little thicker, so I'm going to come down a little on it. Make it a little bit thinner. Okay, now let's do the blue snowman. Oh, I have another ornament green one. This is different ornaments though. But I think ornaments with the tree works. And I don't want the white showing through. I think another white one. There's this one with presents, which is white. Worst part of this is I think I have doubles of a lot of these even. I have another red ornaments one yet too. Maybe the red Christmas trees instead. And blue stockings. Here we go. And then let's go with, how about a striped one? Should we put a red and white striped one on the top? Let's put a red and white stripe on the top. Plus it's gonna be big enough to fill in the last little bit. Okay, so you can see the idea of the Christmas tree, and I am thinking that this is too high. So let's put another, what do I have? I haven't used this one yet. Let's put another row on the bottom. Just to make the tree trunk a little bit smaller. And it's okay if the tree trunk stays like that. Okay, so how do we want to do this? I pulled out 2 pieces of paper here to see if we just want to kind of cut a tree like this, or do we want to have the white, do we want to have this white edge going all the way around? Well, I suppose I could do both. I could first cut it really wide and see what that looks like. Okay, so we're pulling out our new pink cutting mat, and we'll see how good it is. It paid like $4 for it. It's thinner than any of my regular cutting mats. So we need to figure out, oh, here, let's cut this tape off the end so that we know exactly where the end of the paper is. Okay, so there we go. We now have the edge of the paper here. So it's not that hard to figure out where the end is. I'm just gonna put a little dent with my nail. Not that I can really see that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go as wide as possible, I think, first. Because then when I come, if I want to make it smaller, I can make it smaller. But I can't really make the tree big. Well, I guess I could add more tape onto it. So I'm just trying to cut through the tape, not through the paper, at least not yet. We're gonna try and see what we like best. I think my ruler moved. Okay, let's see if I cut through enough. Oh, here, these pieces here are gonna be easy. I see a Christmas tree. Oh, I may have to trim it a little bit more. Okay. Oh, don't rip the paper. I have some complaints about this paper, that's for sure. This one's ripping the paper too. This one's really ripping the paper. And I've never seen Deco tape rip paper before. It's kind of crazy to me. I might be cutting, just plain cutting, just because of the amount of paper that's ripping up here. Yeah, see at the top, I didn't need to go all the way across. I could have could have made shorter strips, but at the time I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do. So there is one side of the tree cut. So now we just have to cut the other side, and unfortunately, well, actually, I'm going to put those pieces to the side just in case. Okay, so we need to now do this side. And I think the easiest thing maybe to do is 1, 2, 3 in. 1, 2, 3 in. That's pretty darn close. Okay, so that's showing a little bit of the dot. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting the washi tape here. I'm trying to cut the Deco tape right here. There. So that it's relatively, so that you see, you probably can't see this, it's too far away. So I've got 1, 2, 3 dots here. So I cut the washi tape so I could see 1, 2, 3 dots on this side. So that is basically where I'm going to go from here. In this corner right here, up to the center. So I think I left 1 millimeter or 2 at the top, so it didn't come quite to a point. Better to cut less than more, right? One more time. And I'm doing much lighter as I'm going through that. I was doing much lighter strokes, cuts. I can't believe how this is ripping. Ay, ay, ay. This piece right here is ripping all the paper. Yeah, see, look, it's ripped the whole thing. So that I think might make my decision easier for me. It's Deco tape. I never expected in a million years for it to tear up the paper. I have never had it tear up the paper like this before. I usually have a hard time with Deco tape even sticking. Okay, well, I think that is going to pretty much, there's no point in even, I am just going to cut the tree right out. And that just means on the back of this Christmas tree, I have less room to write. I was kind of thinking like leave this white space here, so then when I flipped it over, I would have more writing space. But the fact that this paper tears so easily, I am just going to cut it right out. Okay, so I got my tree cut out, and there's a couple issues. So this one I have glued onto this piece of paper. And if I had realized this at the time, so when you go to make the tip, you need to, Actually, this one's still a little bit crooked. You need to make sure you're far enough away that you're not cutting into this circle, because this circle right here will come right off the tip. So it has come off on both sides, and I've kind of put in a little piece there to hold it. And I decided to glue them on because they're not going to stay. Those tips, both these tips are coming off in my book. I cannot flip them in my book at all. So you can even kind of see right here. You see how it's barely holding on. Okay, so I am going to glue this one down now. Okay, so I have both pieces finally taped down, and you can see up here at the very top that there's red showing. That's because my paper has that red line down the middle. So I'm just going to take my white pen and I'm just going to color it in. I thought about putting whiteout on it, but I am so tired of whiteout and tape, and I'm just like, okay, let's just use pens. I don't want to use any more tape. Okay, so what I'm going to add to it is this strip of light. So this is Amber Plans Our Day Christmas Collections. And I am just going to add this set here and the second set, because there are 2 pages. You get 2 pages in her books. I suppose I can make that go up a little higher so it's right to the top. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, this corner is tucked under. I'm having one heck of a time today, let me tell you. Holy. Okay, so I'm going to trim this off the top here. And oh, I think that's super cute. I will move this, or I'm going to try and move this. If it starts ripping, I'm going to lose my poop on it. This paper is terrible for ripping. I'm shocked. Oh, not quite. Okay, what the heck? I got the first one on okay. Why can't I get the second one on right to the top? Like, what's the issue here? Okay, good enough. Trim this off a little. Okay, I think that is super cute. So I do have a couple quotes that I pulled out of, I believe it was Amber Plans Her Day. And I am going to put this one down here, sort of cover up the whiteout. And then I've got It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, which I think I am going to, I have this mark here from ink that has gone through the paper. So I don't know that I want them both down there. Maybe up here. It's the most wonderful time of the year. The one thing that this book has is it has these little light squares. So I'm just going to peel it up and see if the middle is cut out. And the middle is cut out. Okay. So you can write something inside there, but that is awfully small. I wonder if I can trim away. I think maybe what might be easier is if I just use my knife and do it back on here. Hopefully I got that. Got the pieces off. I did. Okay, so now it's a little bit bigger. And I want to put the dates in. And I think I am going to... Don't know that I want to put the dates at the top. I'm thinking maybe like in here. What I'll do is I will use this for 2 days. So 1 day, 2 day. 1 day, 2 day? 1 day, 2 days. Okay, so I already know that I have to cut this a little closer. Okay, so I want to put it down at the bottom here. One piece on, and hopefully I can line this up to get this on here. That is good enough. Okay, so we have 2 spots for, this is crooked, that's what's going on there. I am thinking lines or boxes. I'm not even sure. What if I did different colored lines? What would that look like? Let's do it. Let's do some and see. I'm going to do it down here. Okay, I need my ruler. There's my ruler. Actually, you know what? I think I am going to try and do this right across the whole thing. There are some things that I need to say. I think what I'll do is I'll go 2 lines of each color. So 2 lines of red. I'm going to do 2 lines of blue. Something else I haven't done, different colored lines like this. Okay, and maybe yellow next. I'm not sure how well the yellow is going to stand out. Okay, so let's do 2 lines of yellow. Oh, you can see it. That's good. It's noticeable, so that's good. Green and green. Let's see. Oh, I like it. I like it. Now I'm thinking I should do the exact same thing here and bring this down here. I feel like I'm going to do 2 more red lines though, just to kind of finish it off. So you have red on the top, red on the bottom. That finishes it off for me. There. I really like that. I like that a lot. I am going to take it off. We will go to the second last one. Okay. Two red, 2 to blue. Okay, let's get all the lids back on. And let's see what this looks like. Oh, that is so cute. I like it. You know what? This little red piece up here, I'm just going to use my white pen and just color that in. So up here, I noticed not all of the red got covered. So we'll just dab some more white in there. Oh, it's so cute. So I think what I'll do is take it's the most wonderful time of the year and just put it in here then. So these are, it's the same idea, just a little bit backwards. And I think what I'm going to do is add the lines, a few more lines in right here. Is my little clear one here? So much easier to use the smaller one here. Okay, so we will go one there, one there. I just put all these lids back on. Okay, and same thing with this. I'm just gonna rub it on this piece of paper to get any of that blue ink off so that I can use the yellow. Okay, and now last but not least, I will do the green. And we will end it at that, I think. No, maybe not. Maybe, let's try, let's do the last two. We will do the last two. And we'll do the red. Yep, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so I have blue. I'm just wondering, I kind of want the same amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dots. Okay, so I am going to go 15 dots. It's going to be a little bit wider, but just that little smidge I don't think is going to make a difference. All right, that is the last line. And I am going to be done with this one. That is my final spread for this one. You want to see a close-up? I mean, it's yucky up there. You can see all the different tapes. You can see my tree trunk. You can see the lines. I suppose you can see the lines a little bit better up close too. But yeah, I really like how this one turned out. All right, so if you're new here, I also do a Happy Planner plan with me every week in my vertical planner. And I do some hauls and some tips and tricks videos. And I do a lot of different kinds of spreads. So I'll do like the layering, I'll do the scenes, and I just noticed something. This one here needs to go to here. There we go. And so what did I say? The scenes, and I'll do like the bunches. I can never remember what to call the bunches. So there's a lot of different types of videos. Plus there's scrapbook papers and inking and Dollar Tree stickers, as you can see. I've got like the independence, like Live, Love, Posh, Amber Plans Your Day, all the independent stuff. So I do a lot of different things, and you will definitely find something you like if you check out all my videos. And thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate you coming back. You guys are the best. And I haven't said this yet, but happy holidays to everybody. And I will be back. I should have one more of these for next week. Another creative journal Christmas spread for next week. And I think I have 2 more Christmas spreads in my weekly planner to do. So have an absolutely wonderful day, everybody. Happy planning, and bye-bye for now.